No, listening, if you're under 18, this is not for children, okay? I'm tired of not being able to walk past preschools. Hashtag sex offender by accident. Don't poop in a sandbox. No, listening, if you're under 18, thank you.
Niños, escuchen estas palabras mientras que salen de mis labios aprietos. El siguiente programa, aunque esto sea muy divertido para toda la gente, no es para los niños. Como un burro que busca agua fría, un balde, y eso le va a dar toda la satisfacción que necesita, esta agua no es para ustedes. Por favor, vayan donde sus padres. Ayúdelos a limpiar los baños. No vayan a escuchar esto. Es muy importante. Que Dios nos bendiga a los Estados Unidos. Gracias.
Brian McCarthy interview show. Adam is now drinking his Coke. Disco. Listen to that beat. Breaking it down in Uptown. Take your hand and touch it. Touch it. Now rub it. Brian McCarthy interview show. Listen to that beat. Touch it. Now rub it. I wish I could still drink.
Truth. Well, everybody, on a very special Different Strokes today. It's a Monday show. My name is Brian McCarthy, and if you're watching, it's on YouTube or Facebook. Sorry, hashtag Boomer. And if you're listening, of course, it's the fucking podcast. So welcome so much. And of course, Adam is over there. Adam, can we even see you?
No,
or not?
I'm kind of. I'm behind the scenes today.
It's
okay.
Oh, the show just got a lot less sexy.
Yotam he's like a skinnier version of me.
So well, that's not hard. Oh, I'm being a bitch.
Yeah.
Sitting stage right, we have Yotam from Virtue. We're going to get all into that. And then we have Alana Love over here, who is wearing Virtue. Again, we'll get into all of that, but I just want to kind of start that with that. So there you go. Welcome. How you doing, by the way?
Good.
Everything?
How are you?
Thank
you for having me.
Listen, thank you for changing in the in my bedroom.
You're
if
welcome.
you noticed the red light on the camera, that meant it wasn't on.
I made it more sexy.
Exactly. Just right. Just back up on the. It's so funny because we usually we shoot these in my apartment. My wife's like, "Does anybody ever see the bedroom?" I go, "Only when I fuck the guests." Jesus Christ, honey. Speaking of fucking the guests, Yotam is over here.
Hey.
Got to get right on that mic, baby.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, look at that.
You lean in like that. Now you are Israeli, is that right?
Yes.
What part of Israel are you from?
Haifa.
Okay. Do you know my ex-girlfriend Sigalit Sasson from the Golan Heights?
Of course.
Okay. Yes. There's lots of yes.
They were in a kibbutz together. Right?
I remember I was 18 and she taught me how to have doggy style sex. She got on all fours. She goes, "Tonight we do it like dogs." I said, "Okay, all right. Put down that AK-47. Let's see what happens."
So was she on top?
Yeah, no. Yes, I pitched to you now, little boy. Right. She used to put cigarettes out of my shoulder blades. But you know what? I'm oversharing. How long have you been in the U.S.?
22 years.
Wow, that's a long time. And you told me before the show you live in Miami Beach.
It's recently, yeah.
So you moved from where?
LA, and before, so Marina Del Rey, before that, Tribeca,
Okay.
Manhattan,
Okay.
and before that, West Hollywood Hills.
So you moved from Haifa to West Hollywood, and then from there you moved to the city. Then you moved back to LA, and then you moved to Miami Beach.
Yeah, I
So
know.
why did you originally move to West Hollywood? I mean, other than it being super gay.
The second Intifada, not the best story.
What is an intifada? I'm sorry, I'm a brittle xenophobe.
It's an uprising.
Oh.
kind of what's happening right now, all over again.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. I have an intifada in my pants when I look at her. Am I right?
Wow.
All right, take it easy. So things went a little south back home. So you packed up everything and you said, Did you go with family? I mean, you must have been a kid.
Yeah, I was 15.
You were 15 years old. So because I'm assuming you're gay, right? I mean, sort of.
Oh, he hasn't come out. Bro.
I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this awkward, but I'm just saying West Hollywood is it's an epicenter of gay culture in America. So was it fun for you to kind of like get out of Haifa? And because Israel's very like open and not, it's kind of
very open.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome. Religion or sexuality.
Religion especially. Come on over, whatever you got. Let's go. Bring it over here. So then you were there, and then did you go to like high school and stuff there?
I went to Beverly High.
Went to Beverly Hills High School?
Like 920?
Just You just betrayed your age. You just said like 90210.
Well,
She means in reruns, folks.
There is a
Yeah.
newer version.
I wish I did.
There's a newer version.
Yeah,
of
there
that
is. They rebooted it.
Did they really?
A
Yeah.
few years ago.
That was years ago, though.
Oh.
I watched both.
Okay. Is Jason Priestley still in it? Probably not, right? He's probably if
He
he's still
was
in.
actually in a few episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what is it? What else is he doing? He's probably sitting around the house
I
staring at his
remember.
phone. He asks his roommate. He's like, "Any messages?"
No.
No,
No.
no, called.
What'd you say?
No, called. He's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then
Dylan called.
You
You know.
but they did a really did a reboot of that show. I guess I missed
Yeah.
it. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't watch the reboot. I only
No.
watched the original.
Clearly, nobody else did either.
It was fabulous,
But-
whether you watch it or not.
Yes, yeah. I think you have a
Bad.
very. I don't know you at all, but you have a very dry sense of humor. So I
I
bet
love
you
it.
watched it just sort of ironically. You know what I mean?
No, I don't have time.
You don't have time to. You don't have time to watch terrible
hate
remakes
watch.
of terrible shows.
I didn't say that. You said. That.
Okay, fair enough. So, all right. So now, so wait a minute. Interesting fact about Beverly Hills High, and I only know this from the movie with Jimmy Stewart. But doesn't the gymnasium floor open to reveal a pool?
Yeah, they can build a floor over it, but yeah, there's a indoor pool,
Yeah,
and
that's.
the water hasn't been changed in years.
You
No, I'm
imagine?
joking.
No, it must be all just Persian cologne in there and just like a lot of chest hair. And I mean that from the girls.
Yeah.
Yes. So did you
They're
like
nice.
going to Beverly Hills High?
Yes, I did. Beautiful community. Actually, a lot of Persian Jews.
Yes.
Very welcoming. Don't have any negative thing to say.
Well,
It was
that's
a
good.
big transition from Israel to
Sure.
Beverly Hills. Quite shocking, but it was great.
Now you designed just tell what is virtue? Just I know it's genderless.
I'm
blah,
putting
blah,
the
blah,
I'm putting the website up on the screen so
Right
people
now.
can see for themselves.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, no problem.
So I've been in fashion for a long time, and this is my fourth brand. And I
Okay.
told myself, now is the time to actually do something that fosters and encourage people to have honest conversations. And so I thought, number one, gender neutral, genderless has to be a part of it.
Right.
But ultimately, I feel like people don't have conversations, whether it's with themselves or with others, about what they like, what they don't like. And if they did more of that, they'll actually realize they have so much more in common with other people.
Now are you talking overall or like in fashion? Are you saying that people have conversations with themselves about like what they like internally, like do you follow my question?
Yeah, no, it's emotional, it's physical, it's everything. Because
Okay.
when you try something as unusual as a compact, gender neutral jock strap,
Uh-huh.
a product that cis women could have never owned or used before, it makes you have all these different experiences that you'd never had before, think about things that you didn't think about before. So the product ultimately leads people down a path of sharing more and having those conversations, hopefully honest conversations.
Okay. Now, Alana Love, I know that you're modeling and she's wearing a gender neutral jockstrap?
Mhm.
I am.
Yeah.
For the kids at home, would you please stand up?
Of course.
And just here, I'm going to put this chair back. Get over here close to Daddy. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
It's all right.
Daddy.
Yeah, that's right. Alana Love, everybody. A lot of boners she's created.
Yeah.
Now, this is the front of the gender neutral jockstrap, right?
Yes, and this is a compact fit.
What does compact fit mean?
So
It's
we've-
compactly.
It's like your breasts are talking.
Yeah,
Um,
Mike those titties.
Yeah, exactly. If I had a nickel.
Hey,
So
Just don't show them. We're on YouTube.
don't worry. I'm
So a compact front simply means, is it just less fabric? Is it tighter? Like, what does that mean?
that it's pouchless. So we have a pouch fit
Okay.
Gotcha.
and then a compact fit. But the idea is that we don't tell you based on your gender or sexuality. Ultimately, a man can tuck and a woman can pack,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
And
Sure.
whether you're a cis man or female or trans or whoever
Okay.
you are, we're not putting that kind of box and say like you have to
Mm.
fit into this box.
Right. But for example, this is pouchless. Now, I have a generous carriage, to be candid. With
But he
everyone,
does talk.
and everyone in the room.
But he has like a radio flyer wagon
Yeah.
behind him.
It
for
takes a week to tuck, and it's a team of Filipinos that help me. They all, yeah, exactly. It's like a sled team.
Right.
But no, so if I would not want to, I shouldn't purchase these if I have like such a massive cock, right?
You would go with the pouch version.
With
I
the
would go
pouch,
the pouch
all you just choose pouch or not,
Correct.
right? There's
Right.
no gender that sort of
Yeah.
Right now, if
defines it.
could Alana, we're not getting any, like, forget the term, but like any sort of like a camel toe here. But if you were to wear a pouch version, that almost would make sense for her. But would a pouch version has kind of come up anyways? You
A
understand?
pouch version will make sense if Alana decides she wants to pack.
Mhm.
And she
And I do
Right. No, not today.
Not today.
Because it's a weekday.
Yeah, it's a Monday.
Right. Yeah, it's a Monday. You're not going to
before the
want that.
election.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
you've got to get the dry cleaning, have to go get the dog spayed, and then pack.
Sure.
And then, would you please turn around, maybe
Of
towards
course.
me first? Thank you so much.
Wait,
Slow
hold on.
down.
Let me see real quick. Yeah, I think
Yeah, we're good?
I think we can. I
So-
don't know. We'll find out.
And then maybe towards the camera this way. I don't mean to touch you. I'm sorry. And then, oh, don't say that. I'm like a vampire. Don't invite me in. Yep, there it is, folks. So now
Turn a little bit towards me.
there you go. Now
All right.
let's talk about the back of this,
Cool.
please.
Mhm.
Now that's the butt crack in the middle. Pardon me, I'm a doctor. But what are these straps? Like, what's going on here?
So they're part of the reimagined design of the jockstrap. Alana decided that she wanted to have an X, but these are fully removable, adjustable, and swappable.
May I?
Yeah.
So this can come off
Yeah,
here?
if you pull it to the left,
Okay, well, I don't want to do it because
Yeah.
then I'll
Yeah,
I'll
don't-
hit the aesthetic.
yeah,
Okay,
it
oh,
comes
wow, that's
off.
good. Would you mind farting in my hand? Thank you so much. You're a sweet girl. Thank you.
I don't fart.
No, of course you don't. Right? Of
No.
course, no. You're a nice girl. Maybe
Women don't do that.
No,
right.
not on command anyway. That's leave my ex-wife out of this. So you can. So these straps they're for design, but are they also functional?
super functional. So they essentially can be worn horizontally,
Okay.
but then this is the X version, so we cross them over.
Okay.
And then when they're worn the opposite way, you can actually move the straps inward, and
Okay.
they lift and sculpt.
Oh.
And you can also undo the bottom
Okay.
hardware and then wear them as handcuffs by strapping them over
Okay.
the wrist and locking them back in place.
Now we're
He did
talking.
that to me backstage.
Oh.
Just for a minute.
Yeah.
And
It's all it would take for me. Believe me. A minute, I'll go twice.
Right. Yeah.
So, all right. So these. So when I'm. So these. Am I looking at like? This is this clothing? Is this like? Are these? Is this like sex clothing?
it's fitness and it's
Right.
intimate. So
Okay.
it's athlingerie. So it's a new
Mhm.
category, athletic lingerie.
Okay, gotcha.
And again, it's athletic because we can remove the straps altogether,
Right.
and Alana can wear them as wristbands or a choker or a
Okay.
girder belt, and then she can work out in them because they're meant for working out. They're super comfortable because they originally
have candy. Hello. Sorry, please go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
Halloween.
Yes.
Ultimately, you can wear it in so many different configurations.
Sure.
But the idea is that you can take the straps off and wear them to the gym, just
Okay.
like men do, because they were designed for fitness.
Okay. Now, and also, if you were to take at this point, I'm just touching your ass because I want to, but you can take these straps off, and then it's more of just a traditional G strap. I mean, sorry, jock strap.
Yes, except that it's compact, which has never existed before.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's a female jock strap. We're not doing gender. Sorry.
Correct.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, but what I mean to say is now if I were to have this same model, but I had the pouch in front, that's more or less a traditional jock strap.
Correct.
Now, my niece works a lot of underwear parties in Fire Island. Is this something that you wear like in an underwear party?
Yes.
Fabulous.
If you want to be real popular,
the belle of the
probably.
ball?
Yeah, the belle of the ball.
Right.
The grand marshal of the underwear party.
Now, could this also be used? And again, I'm just touching because I'm desperately lonely. So you could also for sex and things like if we were having, like
Sure.
anal sex or vaginal sex or any other kind of sex I don't ever have anymore. Then you could hold these and think like you can kind of really ride up in there.
You
Like
can have a lot of fun.
you can have a lot of fun. Do you wear these yourself?
Sometimes,
Sometimes. All right.
depending on the
You
event.
can sit down again. You're good.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
No,
Right,
thank you
thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.
Um,
That's my
We've
pleasure.
never had like a butt model on the show
First
before.
time for everything.
There really
Yeah.
is. There is a first
like
time
that.
for everything. So, and then the top, while we're here, the top, what is the difference between this is a genderless, you can't call it a sports bra. So, what do you call it?
crop top.
Crop top. A genderless crop top. Okay. Now, are there two? Now, what size breast do you have?
A D.
A D.
34D.
34D. Okay. Now, do you feel supported in that?
I do.
Okay. Because it seems kind of awful. Are there sizes for? Is she wearing the right size?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're actually about to launch another version of this that actually has straps as well. So you can also take them off and wear them in different configurations. But the idea behind this was that it's actually something loose that when you are in an intimate situation,
Uh-huh.
they're supposed to be very free. But if you want to wear this over a sports bra, that's when you walk to the gym with it. So it can be worn in different functions.
So, for example, I mean, you couldn't wear the bottoms walking around the gym. Although my crunch that I go to is so gay, they had to close the steam room. Isn't that funny? 54th Street. They had to close it. They were like, that's it. And we all know the steam room is pretty gay anyway. So you had to be really gay to get kicked out of the steam room at Crunch. Shout out to Derek.
Wouldn't it be really hot to do anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, steam rooms are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the
Notorious.
Yeah,
For
I
that
mean-
kind of.
Mhm.
I don't think it. I mean, I think if you have a heart condition, you just want to.
Shouldn't?
Yeah, you just want to. You just. I mean,
Right.
I think it's a lot of like, I can't believe we're talking about mutual masturbation and things like that. Like,
Mhm.
I have been in many steam rooms at like Equinox and things, and like I always ruin the party because I'm hideous and I'm also heterosexual. So I walk in and I'm like, hey, anybody see Mrs. Doubtfire? I tell you what, that Robin Williams, he's a hoot. Anyway, who's jerking off? You? Wow, get a room,
Me
guys.
too.
I'm two Robin Williams. But yeah, so this top is but you're not wearing a bra underneath that,
No.
right? Now
No.
I'm going to touch the fabric. So this is the same fabric as the bottom
In this case, yes.
in this case. But when you say in this case, please, I'd like to expand on that, please.
We have different fabric options.
For example, like different fabrics and also colors, or does the fabric? Okay. So, but is this the only version of the crop top we have now?
At the moment, yes. But
Okay.
for the holiday season, we're releasing 3 more versions.
Oh, no kidding.
I
Mhm.
want
So-
them all.
So,
Mhm.
so the another one would be meant to be worn because we're not wearing this with a bra, but you couldn't wear. I mean, you could wear it to my gym. No one would even look at it. You could wear this to my gym, no problem. I mean, they could fucking roll you through the place. You know,
They would look, but they'll be jealous.
they would look. Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, "Where'd you get?" You, and then it'd be great. You could just be like, "Oh, my buddy,
Sure.
yeah, Yotam is the guy." So,
exactly.
and-
My new bestie.
and over here we have the graphic for the design. Okay,
Yeah, the V.
the V. Now, what made you think of this?
I thought to myself, I gotta put something out there that people are gonna smile and enjoy, and some people may even laugh because they won't understand it, but
Right.
then they'll have questions, and then a conversation will start.
Right.
And the whole idea is that we want to entice people to have those honest conversations.
Now, I like all the different straps and everything. Now, and this is kind of maybe a silly question, but if I am wearing this and I go out one night and I'm doing my poppers and GHB and all the stuff I like to get into, if I lose the strap, do you sell just the straps?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good.
Replacement.
Oh, I just had the best.
Can he get some replacements with his initial order? Because
Probably.
he's probably going to lose.
Oh God, I don't know where I had lost my house keys like literally 3 years ago, so I would lose my straps.
in a guy's butt.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Weirdly.
Yes, I said, could someone clap for my Hyundai? It's a Sonata.
And this is why they closed the steam room.
This is why
Exactly. Now we know.
one
You were the thing that was too gay.
one bad apple ruins the. I'm actually kicked out of Equinox. I'm banned from Equinox for life. That's a true
Oh, I
story.
believe that.
Oh my God. No, it was during the pandemic, and they do that thing where they take your temperature. This is true, lady. And they take your temperature, and this is the one that used to be the Reebok over on Columbus, and it was the first day they had reopened after the pandemic, and I went in.
Do?
Well, they took your temperature, and then I go upstairs. I met my trainer. We do the thing. I'm the only person in the gym. That gym is like 30,000 square feet, but because it was COVID, I was the only one in there. I had an hour to the whole place to myself. And then when I left, I'm at Zabar's. Okay, if you're Jewish, you should go. Fabulous. Do you like arugula? Who doesn't? Babka, hello. And right, I want to be able to see my face through the salmon and the hamantaschen for Purim.
I
Don't
love
start.
hamantaschen.
Of course you do.
I'm Jewish.
I know. Yeah, of course. You want to see my daddy's arugula?
Were
Anyway, my cholent. Papa, have you seen me? Papa, do you know I care?
you on Broadway too?
No, honey. But I'm in the East Broadway.
Yeah, right.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Chinatown.
A couple of intersections.
Right by my underwear. No, so I'm leaving. I'm in Zabar's. My wife, right? We're just walking around. I get a phone call and it comes up Equinox. And I said, oh, they must be calling to like thank me for being such a hero and coming back in. So I said, hello. Hi, this is Liz from the front desk. And I don't know who Liz is. I said, oh, hey, I'm so glad that you guys have reopened and I'm excited. I just bought like, I don't know, a bunch of more sessions and I'm ready to get back in the gym. And she goes, well, we're calling to let you know that we've canceled your membership. And I said, I'm sorry, are you kidding? Because I've been a member for like 20 years on and off, the one in West Hollywood. Woo, fabulous. And I said, are you joking or like I'm confused. And she goes, no, we're canceling your membership and we've given you all the money back for the sessions you bought and blah, 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 blah. And I said, I don't understand what's going on right now. And she said, well, inappropriate comments to our team members will not be tolerated. And I said, again, my wife's going to look at me like, what's going on? I said, I'm getting kicked out of Equinox. I'm getting kicked out of, right? And then I said, can I get a pound of Nova? I said, I'm getting kicked out of Equinox. And my wife's like, what? I said, I don't know. So I got back. I said, I'm sorry. I was wearing a mask the entire time I was in there. Their person at the front desk was wearing a mask. They literally handed me the towel with like a pair of tongs. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So finally, I got it out of her. She said, when you got your temperature taken, because when you walked into the ground floor, they had that forehead thing, you know? And when they did my forehead, she said, when they took your temperature, did you tell our team member that you like having your temperature taken the European way? I said, well, probably, but I'm just kind of joking.
That sounds right.
And she said, well, he got really upset and we had to send him home. I'm like, send him home?
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then I am banned. I said, well, how long am I banned? And she said, forever. I said, what if they open an Equinox on the dark side of the moon? She said, nope. And then this was already 3.5 years ago. And periodically, actually on the show, I've called once in a while and I'd be like, hi, I'm Brian McCarthy. And they go, well, let me look at your phone number. Banned. And they just hang up. They go, no, you know better.
Now I feel like
go ahead.
Everyone became so sensitive with everything. You can't joke anymore
right.
about anything. And it's so sad.
I like to joke. I like to make fun, whatever. But I never want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. It wasn't my intention to like send some kid home back to Hamilton Heights, like sobbing into his pillow, you know.
You need to go home because you heard a comment you didn't like?
I agree with you. But again, I was more the whole thing was really embarrassing. And so here we are. But
so now you don't joke anymore?
Now I don't joke anymore. Well, now I go to the gate. But now I go to this crunch and all I ever hear about is like, because my trainer, he's straight. And he's like, yeah, we caught a couple of guys giving each other hand jobs on the Smith press and over here and over here. I'm like, they don't get kicked out. They send them. They send them home for the day. I'm like, I can't believe
they get put on timeout.
Yeah, they go. All right, go in the broken steam room. The two of you for 3 hours. We're gonna put on some Pet Shop Boys.
Don't come out.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a jar of lube, some boy butter. Now, are you in a relationship?
No. Totally single.
Do you like being out there?
No. I just keep to myself. No. I recently ended a 3-year relationship.
Okay.
I'm taking my time. And also this new brand is taking quite a bit of time to develop.
Now, okay, so let's talk about that for a minute. When you want to design something like this, do you use, and I'm not going to use the right term for the software, but do you use something like AutoCAD? Like how much design goes into this? Do you sketch it? Do you get prototypes? Do you do fabric samples? Like, can you give me the truncated sort of version of design? Okay, please.
Yeah, so it's quite a fun process. Ultimately, I start with a design concept, and sometimes I'll drape on a mannequin.
Okay.
Then I move into CAD sketching that I do myself, and at that point, I start working with the prototype teams with whatever manufacturer I work with.
Okay.
And at that point, there's some revisions. I get sent a prototype. We have fittings. Then we decide if we want to change anything, which usually happens at least twice.
Right.
And then we finalize the design, and then we make production.
And now I'm assuming because this is your 4th line, you already have relationships with manufacturers and fabric people. So it's probably, you're not starting from scratch, right?
No, luckily no. I have wonderful partners. And in fact, the manufacturer that produces our knitwear, they're OECOTEX certified, which is one of the highest standards. So it's very safe even for children. Not that we're selling these for children.
Well, Right.
Disclaimer.
Oh yeah. Right in the
Huge.
right in the Catholic Church, right? For the altar boy
Or the
model.
yeshivas.
Maybe
Yeah.
the ones in Europe.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. Listen,
Sure.
we cosplay, right? The power of Christ
all
compels
the
you,
time, yeah,
right?
for
Exactly.
sure.
Give me your holy water.
Body of Christ.
Yes, body of Christ, Lamb of God. You take away the sins of the
Peace
world.
be with you.
So now you have partners. Where is this stuff manufactured?
So the knitwear is manufactured in Turkey.
Okay.
Our trims and our soon to be released eyewear is gonna.
Okay.
it's
Say the last part again. What eyewear?
eyewear.
Oh, eyewear. All
Yeah.
What? How are you going to do? I don't understand eyewear. That's like
I-
it's a whole different like.
That caught my eye.
It's part of the look.
Right? It's all right.
She gets it.
Yeah,
So
especially if you go to the steam room that you go to, you need some protection.
oh, because it fogs up.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't like to see who I'm blowing. It feels gayer that way. If it's all foggy, I can kid myself. You
Yeah,
know.
but
Right.
if somebody covers you with
Yes,
something,
I get ejaculate all over myself. I know
The
because
eyewear will protect you.
yeah,
Yeah.
not the way these guys come.
Protective.
You know, you want to have a big cum shot. I'm going to give you a little tip. Eat a lot of celery. That gives you a big load. Do you care about a load with a guy? Does it like one way or another? Do you like a big load?
I'm very indifferent about it. I'll be honest.
It's got to feel a little gratifying though when a guy really cranks one out.
Well, of course, because I'm
Yeah.
their material, so of course.
Right. You
But
feel
at the
like
end
a
of
little
the day,
sense of
it
accomplishment.
doesn't really matter
No,
to
okay.
me.
Right.
No, it's kind of funny because you want like some sort of a cum shot, right? Like nothing. You don't want nothing. Like I watch a
Oh
lot.
yeah, the smokeless cigarette. Nobody wants that.
No. Like I like a lot of. I watch cream pie porn,
Well,
which is
obviously, in porn scenes, you want the whole money shot,
yes,
Right.
where it's just a whole lot of cum everywhere.
yes,
Sure.
But in real life, it really doesn't matter.
yeah. I don't know. I want to weigh in on this.
I don't like it.
No, I don't. Yeah,
You don't
I'm-
like a lot?
No, I don't think really anybody. I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like it's like uni, you know, like a sushi restaurant. You either love it or you don't like it at all. You're like, ugh, you know.
It
So-
can't grow on you.
No, you're not. It's not an acquired taste,
Right.
literally and figuratively.
Mhm.
No, yeah.
But
No,
some people are very into it. I mean,
yeah, no. It's
I think a lot of people.
Mhm.
yeah. It's very much a thing. Have you now? We'll get to, honey. We're gonna get to you, but when you do scenes, have you ever done like a scene where it's a cream pie, but they have to do a fake cream pie?
Yes.
Phantom cream pie.
Where they have to use like lotion and stuff and
Right.
make it look like it's cum. And
Oh, no.
everything.
They
Because
put,
you know,
they
like
put that up there.
Yeah,
Yikes.
on the outside anyway.
on the
Oh, on the
outside,
outside.
not
Okay, I
on
was
the
gonna say that
inside.
doesn't
I'm
seem
not
safe.
catching no UCIs or anything.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds
No,
like a
no.
disaster.
You don't want to push out some Jergens,
Right.
No, yeah,
No,
yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, but they had to put it, and also because not that I have erectile dysfunction every day of my life, but like a lot of times if you're taking those drugs and things, sometimes it can affect your cum shot, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
sample?
Your
I didn't know that.
Yeah. How do you like living in Miami Beach, and why did you move there?
taxes.
Really?
Ah,
My whole family lives in West Florida,
Okay.
and they moved during the pandemic. So I personally love the East Coast, and just flying
love
to New York
Miami.
is so quick.
right.
Same time
Pop up,
zone.
yeah.
It's so nice, and it's a very nice town. I get to have a very active lifestyle. I swim all the time. I bike to the gym. A lot of
Yeah.
things I can't do in LA.
No, you have a great body. I can see you exercise a lot.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Connection.
But I will tell you, because I lived in Miami 25 years ago. I actually lived there when Versace was killed. With Andrew
Wow.
Cunanan, it was crazy, man. They locked down all of South Beach from like Meridian all the way down to the Causeway. You could not get in or out of South Beach. But when I lived there, again, it's 20, I'm 100 years old, but it was really, really seasonal. So if
Still
you
is.
yeah. However, I will say my wife works in hotels, and we were at the Intercontinental in Brickell back in March, and it feels like it's not nearly as seasonal as it used to be.
Yeah.
Like there's more of a, people go there year round and blah, blah, blah. Do you often go, do you tour? I know that you worked at the Bunny Ranch
Mhm.
and now you perform, but do you dance also?
I used to. I did everything all backwards. I started at the Bunny Ranch,
Uh-huh.
then I did porn, and then I went into dancing. and now I'm doing OnlyFans. But I've been in the industry for about 20 years now.
Okay.
That's how old I am.
Okay. Yeah, you started when you were 7.
Right.
Yeah. That's-
Me too.
yeah.
Couple of child prodigies here.
Yeah. How did you get involved in the bunny ranch? How did that happen?
Well, I used to work in the corporate industry on Wall
Of
Street.
course.
Oh,
And then,
this
you
is
know,
the old Wall Street to Bunny Ranch pipeline.
right.
So wait, so you're working in Wall Street. Did,
And
did
then
you have
the
your
account-
Series 7?
No, I was just working at a restaurant on Wall Street.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
gotcha.
Oh, not on the trading floor.
I was the marketing director and like.
Got you.
Yeah. So it was all.
Delmonico's?
I'm not gonna. What was the name? Mad
What?
Dog and Beans.
Okay, doesn't matter. Sorry. Anyway, so you're working at this restaurant, and what did somebody like Dennis Hoff come in or somebody? Like, how did you get recruited?
So the economy got all messed up and everything. I got laid off from my position.
So this is like 09.
Yes.
Okay.
So someone told me watch the Cat House. I don't know why or anything. So I watched
the
it.
show on
The
because right,
show.
I used to watch it on HBO.
Right. It was
Yeah, Cat
definitely
House.
before my time when anybody was like, were you on the show? I'm like, no, it was
No.
before my time. But I watched the show and I started making fun of it too.
Okay.
And then I applied just for like, you know, shits and giggles and everything.
But you went from working on Wall Street in a restaurant to some friend says, "Watch the Cat House," and you started
Mhm.
watching it and kind
Well,
of
I
making.
needed money.
Okay, well, sure.
So
yeah, that's
I
the-
needed money
sure.
and I was like, let me see what could happen.
Right.
10 minutes later, Dennis Hoff calls me.
Wow,
Wow.
And I thought it was a joke. So I hung up on him.
sure you did.
And then he calls me back and he's like, it's not a joke and blah, blah, blah. And then he flew me out. And the first time I had anxiety, I started crying with the customer.
Why did you start crying?
Ooh.
Because, you know, I've had sex, but I
Sure
never
you have.
had sex for money
Uh huh.
and everything. And like,
So hold on for 1 second. So you just Dennis Hoff calls you, sends you a ticket. I'm hoping at least Economy Plus, and he sends you out to the ranch, which, as we were talking before you got here, but it's in the middle of nowhere.
it is. There's no direct flight from New York.
So there's
Mm.
somebody waiting with a sign says Alana. Probably,
Harumph International Airport.
yeah, probably wasn't even Alana Love. It was like probably your real name was like there or something. I mean, I'm being
Well,
stupid,
yeah,
but
I created my name at the Bunny Ranch. And
Okay.
they were like, come up with the name. I'm like, I guess it needs to have a love in there. So
Sure.
LUV instead
Sure.
of LOVE. And
Yeah.
let's change. It needs to sound sort of Russian because I'm Russian, but
Right.
not really Russian.
Right.
So
no, my male escort name is Phil McCracken.
I can see that.
anybody
Yeah,
else?
he was very popular.
Thank you. Are you having
Quite
fun? Are you okay? It's hard for me to
Yeah.
tell. Okay.
Jesus.
So, all right. So you just show up. Dennis Hoff is like waiting for you. Did you have to audition? Did you have to fuck him or something? I mean, I know
me
you
and
fucked him later
got
on,
Close.
but I mean, your first day there.
No, I didn't have to.
So
he
did-
showed me the ropes and everything.
Okay.
But he took me out to dinner my first time, and then I was there during the lineup. That was nerve wracking the first time, the
Mm.
whole lineup thing.
But I'm still kind of like wrap my head around that you just you sort of got the job even before you went out there,
Mhm.
and you just showed up there. Did you have to like do a test or anything? Did you have to just, or did they just kind of like put
They
you?
just threw me to the wolves. pretty
Wow.
much.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming you sent pictures with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
right,
of
and
course.
they said humana humana,
yeah, yeah, yeah. There it is.
and then off she goes.
So you're in the first lineup. How many girls were in that first lineup?
About 20.
Jeez, 20 girls. So I go in, and now for those of you who don't know, if I'm not mistaken, the Bunny Ranch, it's a collection of corrugated metal trailers, right? Like it's a bunch of trailers, kind of. Like
It's a house.
It's a house. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
standing.
it's like a big ranch
Mhm.
style house.
with like 20 rooms.
I've heard.
And like the first time I was there, I had to share a bathroom with another girl and
Mm.
everything. And then once I got closer with Dennis, I got my own room in the corner and
There you go.
everything. So I'm like,
You're no
oh,
dummy.
yay.
So did you get picked in that first lineup?
I did.
Wow, first time out.
Yeah.
Because I watched the show. I know that would be you could go
It
through
was
many
very nerve-wracking.
cycles without getting
I
chosen.
got picked. We did the whole negotiation and
And
everything.
how does that work, the negotiations? So, because I know they always say party, you want to do a party. So did you know the rates, or do you make up your own rates?
You make up your own rates.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
You're like $10. You're like, I was
definitely not.
Okay. Was the guy remotely attractive?
I honestly don't remember.
You blanked it out.
But all I know is that we did the whole negotiation, everything. We're naked and everything. I was on top of him, and all of a sudden I started crying, like, what am I doing? I can't believe I'm doing this. So he paid me to leave.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good strategy.
At least I got paid.
Wait, I'm confused. Every woman I've ever had sex with starts crying. So is that something that doesn't? Is that normal? I thought that was normal. I thought for me, foreplay is apologizing.
Wait, did the guy finish?
No, he
Oh.
felt so bad for me. He paid me to leave. I booked my flight home and everything. And then,
leave. Like leave. Oh wow. Okay.
Like, did he get another girl? Did he keep the receipt?
I don't know. I didn't even like.
Okay, so you like almost had like
I had my
breakdown.
I did.
Okay.
So and then I got home. Dennis calls me. He's like, "Just give it another shot. I promise you, it'll be better and everything."
So sensitive.
So
Right?
sensitive.
Yeah, right.
So sensitive. So then he flew me out again, and I guess it did get better because I was there 3 years.
Now, did you you
Wow.
lived there?
2 weeks out of every month.
Okay, great. Now, do you remember how much you charged the guy the first time out?
$2,500 for the hour.
$2,500
Jesus.
for the hour. Oh,
I barely get 25
yeah, exactly.
Dollars?
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the hour?
Yeah.
And
You're cheap.
you can,
Yeah.
you can.
Canadian?
I'm more volume. I'm more of a volume business.
Yeah, really,
I'm
yeah.
not.
So when you first, now there's a menu though when I get there. So like you're in the lineup, I pick you out of the lineup. Then what if we get in the room and I go, look, I just would like a hand job or something. That's obviously less expensive than like sex.
You're paying for my time.
So I'm paying for your time. So the time is used however. So if it's like
Right.
say 4,000, do you remember the most you ever made?
20,000 in one night.
Wow.
Holy.
Wow. How did that go down? I mean, did you know when they picked you out? Did you get to a point where you could kind of pick out the big fish and how did you stand out I mean, you're very cute and everything, but like,
Thank you.
how did you stand out in the lineup? Like, how
I
did,
don't know. I'm charming. I don't know.
okay. But they would talk to you.
Not in the lineup. You would just introduce yourself and that's it. And they would just be eeny, meeny, miny,
Mhm.
mo and just pick whoever they want.
So, okay. So this $20,000 guy, was he like some big, like a rancher, some Nevada guy with a big belt?
Actually, from what I remember, he was just traveling
Okay.
on a lot of drugs.
Okay.
And that was the easiest way for me to get money because, all he wanted to do was talk.
Wait a minute.
Really?
So for 20 grand, he was just all coked up and he just wanted to talk to you?
Well, when you're coked up, you can't really do anything else.
As a man.
Don't I
As
know
a
it?
man, not
Yeah.
as a woman. Yeah.
Right.
Did you ever have female clients?
I did. I had couples and everything. I love couples
That's
because
amazing.
they're fun.
So with the couple, did you know what to do? Like, because you just can't just start eating pussy. Like, there's a way to do it. I've heard anyway.
Can't
So,
you?
I mean, did you have to study up? Did Dennis ever give you any manuals or anything? Be like,
There was no manuals.
No.
Like,
There was no
This is
internal
how-
video that you watched.
no. But
Industrial film.
somehow, some way, I know how to eat pussy.
Sure.
So I'm happy with my skills.
yeah, clearly. I mean, you must have had. Did you ever have that was a great question, by the way. Do you want to move over here? I think that's no. But did you ever have a lesbian couple? Like
No.
two girls? No.
I wish I did.
Yeah, but that's going to be like they're going to have like a shelter dog, and they're going to have dream
I
catchers,
mean,
and
maybe now that you're wearing virtue.
Maybe
Right.
now any lesbian couples
Yes.
come my way.
They might try to like rescue you or something. Like they would, they want to
No,
take
no,
you
no.
in.
I don't need to be rescued. Everyone tries to rescue. I don't need to be rescued.
Well, I mean, like in more of a sister wife kind of way. Like
Yeah.
they want to.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I like to have fun.
Oh yeah. All right.
now with Virtue, I can buy it on the website, but
Yeah.
is it involved? Can I get it in stores yet?
Yes, there's actually an amazing boutique here in Manhattan
Okay.
called Maison 10 on 29th and 5th.
Okay.
And they have a collection.
Right
Okay.
by the sex museum.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right.
Correct.
Okay, very nice.
I know my city.
You sure do. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, right by Todd Snyder had a suit made there. So
Really?
then,
Mine sounds better.
yeah, well, dinner jacket. But yeah, you never have the pockets cut in a jacket. So they look like they're pockets, but they're not even really pockets. I'll show it to you over there. I'll show you lots of things on the other side of the house.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you very much. You'll be
Like they were telling the fashion guy that went to Hollywood High School.
Here's a tip: when you're wearing a tuxedo, the one thing you never wear?
Underwear.
Well, and not if you're wearing white pants, but no, you never wear a watch because when you're wearing a tuxedo, time doesn't matter.
Wow, is that universally
yes,
okay?
Yes. Goddamn right it is.
Right.
Don't you start? You wear.
Sounds like something you heard in a James Bond film.
No, if you see somebody wearing like their bullshit Petit Philippe or Rolex or whatever it is with their tuxedo, they're busted. And no baseball hats in restaurants. Am I right?
Correct. No hats at all, especially after
Right.
nightfall.
Thank you. Yes.
There's no sun.
Oh my God, I have panic attacks. I know. I was at Wolfgang's, a nice fucking steakhouse in
I love
Tribeca.
Wolfgang.
We'll go later. Whatever,
Perfect.
separate checks, but it's fine. But I mean, this
Then we
dining.
won't go later.
Yeah, listen. You can have an appetizer and an entree,
An appetizer.
but we're sharing the
Yeah.
lava cake. And by
I
the
love
and
lava cake.
that's a euphemism for your butthole. So
Oh
but-
boy.
yeah, right,
We
exactly.
went there.
Cleaning.
Too late.
Usually doesn't take this long.
So
We took our time.
now, is this a real departure from your other three lines?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
can you tell me one other line that you were involved in, so I can get a little context with this?
What I did right before this,
Uh-huh.
I co-launched the first carbon negative fashion brand using sequestered methane technology.
Oh my god!
All right, I need
Carbon negative line using
Sequestered
No
methane.
English.
wow.
sequestered methane.
Sequester.
So sequestered is to put something by itself, and
That's
methane
right.
is gas.
Correct. But you can actually extract methane and actually transform it into a powder, and then that powder becomes part of a polystructure, and then you can formulate it, and then you can extrude materials or injection mold them, and it's interesting because the end product was actually carbon negative thanks to the amount of sequestered carbon that's found in methane.
Wow.
What was that line called?
It's a technology called air carbon.
Air carbon,
Yes.
and that's what the actual like clothing is called, or the
The line, yeah.
air carbon. I'm curious. I'm looking it up.
Was it also? I mean, obviously not this, but was it a version of this? Like, was it also sort of underwear-ish?
No, so we actually started with accessories.
Okay.
Imagine vegan leather
Okay. Sure.
Mm.
and eyewear products, and the technology can also be made into fibers, but we haven't launched that at that point.
And are you still involved with that product, or did you bring in to consult, or are you like, is this in your portfolio?
It's in our portfolio. Yes, I was brought in to develop the brand up
Okay.
and formulate and do product development. It was a lot of fun. I love these things because I also consult on ESG, environmental governance, sustainability. So it's kind of my space.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Which is why obviously having OEcoTech's 100 certification is so important for me, because I really wanted to make a difference, not just talk about it or greenwash it.
Right.
But I also wanted to mention,
Please.
because you mentioned some really expensive watches that are
Sure.
considered jewelry in some cases.
Uh-huh.
I also decided to release Virtue with the buckles and the hardware made in precious metals and stones.
Oh.
And I thought to myself two things really. One, how beautiful would it be if a true butt lover would give this to their partner
Yeah.
and say, hey, no more, bracelets and earrings. Like, let's do something different. And it's very intimate because only you and your partner know it's actually down there when you wear it. But then I also thought about that crime wave we had in LA where everyone was having their jewelry stolen,
Right.
and watches. And I thought to myself, well, nobody's going to say, drop those pants. I want to see what jewelry you're wearing down there.
Sure.
Yeah. That does.
You never know, actually.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Exactly. They've stolen everything else in the house. They're looking at you. They're like, I don't know. Take your pants off, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. What else do you have on? I don't know. I feel like.
Let's see.
Yeah. Now, so what you're saying is like hold on. You can say what you're saying. Like this, like the little sort of attachments and things like that
The
to
hardware.
the hardware. Now, is the hardware removable so I can put it on other colors and things like that? Or is the hardware on the straps?
It's attached,
Okay.
so the straps are stitched
Okay.
into it. But because of the nature of the fact that it's a precious metal, if something happens to it and it needs to be cleaned, you can send it back to us and we'll send you a clean version, or
Okay.
just replace the material in case something happened to the knitwear.
Okay. And now, is this available right now?
Oh yeah, and it comes in 14 karat gold, yellow gold, rose gold, white gold, platinum, and encrusted with diamonds.
Are you serious?
Wow.
You can have a diamond encrusted
My
non-gender.
birthday passed in July, so
Did it really?
No,
Oh,
no.
well, I don't know. We'll start off with some Swarovski, or what do they call it?
Swarovski?
Yes, Swarovski.
I heard the diamonds and stuff.
Yeah.
Diamonds are a girl's best
They
friend.
really
I've
are.
heard
So,
that.
that's amazing. Now, and where do you get the diamonds from? If we're doing carbon neutral and the footprint and all that sort of thing, are these? Because you know what I've heard, people talk about those diamonds they make them now. It seems kind of busted, right?
Well, it's
diamonds.
interesting because when you think about it,
Go ahead.
From an ethical point of view,
Right.
they're much better because
Yes.
they're never blood diamonds,
Yes.
ever.
Right.
They do require energy to be produced, but then it does take energy to drill down and find diamonds in the
Right.
first place. So I think they're still trying to really create the life cycle analysis to really figure out, depending on how the technology improves and how much less energy it takes to create these diamonds. Because now you can also create diamonds from somebody's ashes, which is also amazing. There's a company that does that. So if you have a beloved partner or somebody you know that passed away, you can turn the ashes into a diamond, which is something beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know they make sex toys where you can put the cremated ashes like in the sex toy. I mean yeah, that's pretty. I promise you. Yeah,
Jesus.
you can buy like a butt plug or
Okay.
whatever. I mean,
Kinda
I just think
Right.
what I'm using.
Can
You think
fuck
it's
from,
kind of creepy?
yeah, just kind of.
I don't know. I mean, it's a nice look. I don't know.
I want your
no
great
judgment.
grandfather inside of me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like whoever's
I mean, it depends on whose ashes they are. You know,
Right.
like, hey, do you miss your mom? Well, not on Friday nights.
Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly.
right, yeah.
I don't
Mommy
know.
dearest.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Mhm.
No more wire hangers. Imagine like that's your mom's last word. She's like, when I die, don't put me in your butt. You're like, I won't, mom.
Yeah. Turn me into a diamond instead.
Yeah, exactly. Put me into a diamond. But then don't put me on the side of gender neutral athletic leisure wear. You're like, you're so needy. Go to the light. Anyway.
Yeah, you got to have all those stipulations now when you die.
Yeah, you have to write.
Somebody's going to put you up their butt.
Yeah. well,
Otherwise,
yeah. It's a whole like catalog of various things you
Mhm.
can do with
Sure.
with that kind of stuff. But so you can buy Virtue now. What is going on tomorrow? Because we are live for a big portion of this. So tomorrow is election day. I've already voted 4 times. I'm exhausted. I'm like Trump. I'm just kidding, everybody. Oh, take it easy. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
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 Hi. Okay.
How you
good?
doing?
You know, want to come and we'll have some osetra caviar? Daba, spasiba.
Пожалуйста.
You know who just died? Ivan Illich.
Who's that?
The death of Ivan Illich. Anyway. So what's going on tomorrow? What are we doing?
Well,
There's an event.
Tomorrow,
Please.
Alana and 3 other lovely influencers.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
We are going to be essentially showing up
Uh-huh.
at Times Square,
Okay.
Red Stairs, at noon for a little campaign we like to call
Mhm.
Free the Cheeks.
Free the cheeks.
Because, again,
Uh-huh.
honest conversations, right?
Yes.
Too many people say you're voting for her, you're voting for him. F you, and we're trying to say, like, no, talk to them, figure out why they're making a decision, what
Right.
actually matters to them, and maybe then you'll have a conversation. So we're taking a very free approach and reminding people, like, it's really important to vote because we have the freedom to vote, and
Sure.
not everyone around the world has that freedom.
Nope.
But also talk to one another. Don't just dismiss someone because they have different views from you. So we're going to be there wearing Virtue.
Okay.
So to start a conversation, we're going to have some really fun signs we're going to be holding up and see what happens and meet some really nice people.
Like release the cheeks. That'll be one of the
Free the
signs.
cheeks.
Free the cheeks.
Free
Okay.
the cheap.
Right.
You can
Good
release
calls.
them too.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
release-
release them too.
release-
Let's release yours.
No, you don't want to put them right back in.
Express the cheeks.
I know. I have such a terrible ass. It's so flat and hairy. I know.
Well,
He
Yotam,
really
his
hypes himself up.
Well-
Yotam's line is very inclusive. So maybe you could include Brian.
We'll send you one.
That would be sweet of you. I would wear. I mean, I'm so funny because I was talking to my wife about you guys coming today, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear it or not. They're gonna make me wear it. I'm like, my wife's like, you want to wear it? I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna force me to, or maybe that guy
you just want to be forced into wearing it.
Maybe Yotam's gonna force me to kiss him because he's skinny and so cute and everything, and he's gonna like make me tug on his huge Israeli cock, and I'm just gonna have to make him come. And it's gonna
How'd you know?
Yeah, honey, listen, let me see those fingers on you, baby. I know what you're working with. You kidding me? That thing's called the Widowmaker. I tell you what, that dick of yours is the 8 Days War.
Oh boy! I mean, there were a few people that went to the hospital, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I can only and you're
only flash wounds.
Yeah, you seem like a very sweet guy too. I think you're a really nice boyfriend because you're very, I feel quiet, but you're very smart. I like all that carbon neutral. Where'd you go to school? Did you go to school?
Fashion Institute.
Oh, FIT.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh,
in LA. Fashion Institute Design and Merchandising.
Oh,
which now is ASU.
ASU.
Yeah, ASU purchased FIDM in LA, so FIDM.
Wait a minute. Arizona State University owns a school in LA?
Yeah.
Oh,
Super happy for them.
Yeah, good for them, I guess. That's cool. All right.
You want to get to ASU?
No, I'm doing the whole I have my daughter. I'm doing the whole college thing with my kids right now anyway. I mean, she's a girl. It's nail school technician. Just kidding. Right?
Debutante school.
goodness.
Yeah, it's debutante. So
Finishing school.
What are you up to on your day to day? What's going on with your OnlyFans? Are we making content?
We are making content. We're being more active on OnlyFans, so everyone should subscribe to my OnlyFans, Alana Love XXX.
Okay.
And subscribe, and I promise you, every day you'll get new goodies.
Wow,
Now-
every day. Wow.
Every day.
Now let's talk about your OnlyFans. Do you know what OnlyFans is?
Of course.
Okay. I don't
Who
know.
doesn't know what
I don't know. You
OnlyFans
should
is?
know. You know.
There's some very nice people on.
It's
Yeah.
It's not
Good
quite-
place to get to
Thank
know
you.
some nice people.
Here's
Yeah.
the now your OnlyFans. How much is it a month?
$12.99.
Okay, but for that $12.99, do I get access to all of your content, or as I call it, content? Thank you. You can use that. So, or is it a la carte once I get in there? Do you understand?
No, it's a mixture of both.
Okay, all right. And is it boy girl? Is it just like solo stuff? Like what am I getting?
Solo and girl only because I've done a lot of boy girl scenes and everything, and now I just want to save that for my significant other.
Are you currently dating somebody?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Right. Okay, great. Is it Dennis? Is it David Hasselhoff? Because you like all the
Well,
Hoffs.
they both passed away.
Yeah, I
No.
think-
So-
yeah, Hasselhoff passed, right?
No, David Hasselhoff is not dead.
Yes,
Is he not
he
dead?
is.
I know Dennis. Obviously, Dennis died.
Dennis
But
Hopf.
No,
But-
why do
I'm looking up.
Why do Germans love Dennis Hasselhoff?
David
Hasselhoff.
David
Because he sings in German.
Yeah, he
Does
does.
he?
He does some German stuff. Yeah,
It's like
his last name's Hasselhoff.
But I think he started singing in German because they liked him in Germany.
Oh,
I don't
is
think
that-
it's like chicken or the
well,
egg.
he probably caught on because of his name. You know what I mean? Like,
Hasselhoff?
yeah, that's got to be.
Yeah. He stood
But
on top of
sounds
the
German.
Berlin Wall when they knocked it down.
Didn't Schwarzenegger
See.
force him to sing in German?
Probably Austrian. There's a difference apparently. Who
There
can-
is.
Yeah, who
Different
can,
languages.
you speak Hebrew and you speak English. Any other languages?
Yeah.
German?
I grew up with Austrian German. I studied Arabic in
okay.
Israel.
Oh no shit, really?
My parents lived in Italy for a long time, so luckily they used to speak in Italian, so we don't understand. But then I figured it out.
Okay.
And I love French, but I wish I spoke French.
Wait, I don't I
Yeah,
know.
because your accent is very, international.
It's
I wouldn't say Israeli if you gave me 10
And
guesses. I
Adam,
don't
is there a
think-
problem with having Israeli accent? I'm sorry.
Absolutely not. I just don't. I wouldn't assume.
Yazir,
I hear the Austria though.
Yazir
for
Arafat
sure,
over
and the
there.
French.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Do you want to hear my German song?
By the way, David Hasselhoff is still alive.
Fast.
Oh,
Just
is
so everybody
he?
knows. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, he's alive.
He is alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
and
alive.
singing.
Dennis
Yeah.
Hopf is
Doing me-
not.
Yeah, you can do a cruise where you cruise with the Hoff. It's like you can go on a cruise and you're with David Hasselhoff on
Oh
a
wow,
cruise.
you guys
Sounds
all want to go.
expensive.
Yeah, I don't
Cooler.
think how expensive
Let's
can
go
it be?
right
I mean,
now.
I'm
Really?
into it.
I bet it's cheaper the less time you spend with him. Like it's probably like 10 grand, but you're like, I don't ever really want to speak around him. They're like, it's $100 to be actually to share a room with him.
Or
Remember that song? I'm talking about freedom.
Oh, he's so good. I love him.
In einem Bäcklein heller, da schossen Freiheil. Ich stand in dem Gestada und sah in dieser Ruhe, der Laune zu verheller. In einem Bäcklein Ruhe. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah,
Louise, Louise.
everyone loves a little Schubert.
Wow.
Thank you very, very much. Oh, I do
That's
weddings.
impressive.
Thank you very
should
much.
be on
Yeah, he
Broadway.
hires us.
I should be somewhere, but I'd rather be here with you,
Aw,
not
sweet
doing-
talker.
not doing boy-girl content. Now, no more boy-girl content. What about maybe if you, okay, hypothetically, I'll dance around this. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Community college, 9 years. If you were with someone, okay, in a relationship, would you do content with them?
I mean, never say never, but like if they're comfortable with doing it, sure.
Right.
If they're not, then I don't force anybody.
No, well, you can't like force somebody.
Yeah.
We tie them
No.
up and put some athletic leisure wear
I
on them.
mean,
And,
you might like that, so I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I can it could be. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like we like that whatever Amy, like
Sure.
there's a girl that does OnlyFans and she's very successful and she does it with her partner.
Mhm.
I think it's her husband actually, but he never shows his face.
Right.
Right.
So-
I was a stunt cock in an OnlyFans,
Are you kidding?
and then
me?
I'm production, so I also edited it.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I
Your-
talked about it on the show
Your
before.
penis is in
Yeah.
something on OnlyFans?
It was. I don't know that it's up anymore.
Wow.
but-
You
yeah.
should check.
But I'm a good boyfriend. I will.
Who are you?
I'll
fucking-
color correct. It was the girl that did OnlyFans stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Why am I not remembering this?
We've talked about it.
All right. I think
Well,
Yotam.
clearly you're obsessed with him.
Well, I mean, a little
know.
bit. I don't even know about that. He's like, you know what I call him? He's like a sex submarine. You never see him coming. He's like a very quiet,
Sex
nice
submarine.
boy. And then right when he
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
right
yeah.
off the coast, he's like, yeah,
I'm a sleeper.
yeah,
You wouldn't know I'm like a degenerate.
yeah. Only, and he likes black girls and Latin girls with huge asses. I mean, I
Mhm.
guess that's the thing.
Bigger the better.
Yeah. You ever go to Gallagher's 2000? You ever go to Gallagher's in Queens?
Ooh,
No, I
No.
heard of it. Though.
Queens Boulevard.
We're
It's
having
great.
our, you won't be here for it. And plus, you won't go to strip club, but
We'll fly
we'll fly
Yotam
in.
in.
Yes. Do you mind
Yeah.
Frontier? Southwest? Group 5.
Group
I know.
5.
Yeah, you seem very fancy. I don't think we could fly you in. He's like, I fly private.
First class
Yes.
only.
Yes, it's
I'll-
business class.
I'll go by
domestic.
horse and carriage.
You're like, oh, that's so cute. You're like Amish. Exactly.
No, just stylish.
Oh, that's really fabulous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you have like one of those like,
I like
one of the-
him.
yeah, isn't he great? Yeah, Yotam. We've been dating for a week now. Enough about
Oh,
these
you
horses.
guys are
What are you
going
unstable? I'm just being silly.
Correct. Highly unstable.
Yes, I don't mean to nag you. All right. Listen, we've had a lot of fun. Are we good, Adam? Are we?
Yeah. Do we
anything
want
else?
to switch over behind the old
Well, I
music
have-
curtain? If they or what? Go
I
ahead.
think. Do you have to get out of here?
You guys may
You have a
to-
minute or no?
might
You have
have to
to.
go.
You guys have
No,
to
we
go.
have a minute. And
What's your-
I did have one question.
Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
please.
So when you create content,
Uh-huh.
did you ever think about just talking about really wild experiences and stories and sharing that as part of your content on OnlyFans?
That's not a bad idea.
I would
Thank
watch
you.
that.
Well, you
I do
Alana,
have a
you
lot of
you
stories.
have like a podcast
I
type
do.
show, right?
I have
So-
2 podcasts. I manage a hip hop artist, so he's my co-host with
Sure.
me.
What are the names of your podcasts?
Love and Laughs and We in the Booth. Love and Laughs is for like anybody in the entertainment industry. I would love to have you on my show as well. And we talk about you guys too, obviously.
No, it's all right. Don't worry. No, Yotam's right. I'll see myself out. Thank you.
He's coming with me.
stop.
Uh-huh,
Exactly.
exactly. We're
You
gonna
guys
come.
are going
Oh my
steady.
God, feel those shoulders, Jesus.
right?
Christ.
He looks like he's
You
in
guys
great
are
Lots of
going
tension.
steady.
Yeah,
so
he's
you
in-
know what?
I know how to release that tension.
So basically, it's anyone in the entertainment industry
Except me. Right.
Oh,
I'm
stop
just being
it.
silly. Go ahead.
I
Anybody in the
know.
entertainment industry. But you know
We
what?
talk about dating in the entertainment industry, sex, everything. And then We in the Booth is for artists, basically, and musicians, and talk about their life and how they got started. And they also perform in the booth, hence why it's called
We in the booth.
What do you mean?
Turn my headphones up.
Yeah,
A
pretty
little bit of
much.
snare, a little more snare in my headphones.
Oh, when
I get the lingo.
I thought you meant like a peep show booth.
No, we in the
No.
booth.
What does that mean? We in the booth.
Yeah, the vocal booth.
Oh,
Right, like
they have sex in the vocal booth.
No,
No,
I'm
wrong
like-
type of booth.
Oh, I'm totally
No,
lost.
they go off
Okay.
the dome in the booth.
I see. And also to piggyback what Yotam just said, you maybe could do an OnlyFans OnlyFans podcast
I
and just
would
do it
love
totally
that.
totally naked. And
That's not a bad idea.
There was somebody that wanted
I'll give
to
you guys
do
credit
that.
for it. I
thank you.
promise.
Yes. And I have a dildo that has my grandfather's ashes in it, and you could use it while
No,
you're
I'm
doing
good,
that.
Thank you.
Well, whatever. He was in World War II. I didn't realize you hated America. God, man. Wasn't right. My grandfather's in World War II, and he was in Europe, and the only thing he learned, if you speak German, he learned Handa Hopum, which means hands up, because he would go into the Germans and he would say Handa Hopum,
Right.
Battle of the Bulge. Speaking of Battle of the Bulge, look at my fucking dick. Ah!
Wow.
Thank
All
you
right,
very-
should we go? Let's go
Yeah.
behind the beaded curtain.
Okay, so let's do a quick plug, and then we're going to keep you
please.
for 10 minutes, and then you
Is that
can.
cool?
We're just going to we're going to get a little, it'll be fine. We good? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
cool. Adam, where can we find Virtue again,
It's
please?
virtue.love. It's right on the screen if you're watching, but virtue.love if you're just listening.
There you go. And we can find your OnlyFans where, please?
Onlyfans.com. Alana Love XXX.
And that's on the bottom of the screen too. At Alana Love XXX.
Mhm.
I'm
Gotcha.
sure you have like some
Yes.
sort of link tree or something.
I
right?
do.
Cool.
Okay,
For all
great.
of her links.
And remember, fucking here's the thing. We're going to go over to the Patreon, and you can also join, and it's going to be more fun over there. A little more,
we'll get-
10% more fun.
Yeah.
So-
at the very least.
At the very least.
minimum.
So come on over and do that, guys. Thank you. And we're going to take 1 second, and then
Thank
we're just going to
you.
jump right back in. So, bye.